All right, so Rakdos, the showstopper, is pretty strong. That's looking pretty promising as a starting point. And that could even be splashed if need be. Let's see what else we have here. Consecrate and Consume are fine. In those colors, I'm perfectly happy to take that as a card. I'm really not crazy about this Blood Mist Infiltrator. I feel like it needs a fairly special deck to really become significantly effective. Bring to Trial is clearly a sideboard card. Summary Judgment is a fine bit of removal for white. Everything else here is unexciting. I think the Showstopper is a reasonably clear pick. Let's proceed with that. Okay, this is one of the best commons in black, so that looks promising. This is not bad, but it's kind of slow. Although I will say that every time I see this on the other side of the board for me, it's sort of a groan. Okay, I think the Blade Juggler is a perfectly good pick here, and I'm not seeing anything else that I like any better. We're going to take that. Okay, so we're looking fairly... Another Juggler. I don't mind. The Guildgate could be fine. Racketeers is a strange card. If it were two less, I think it would be great. If it were one less, I think it would be still okay. But costed at 5, I feel like it's just not quite there. Everything else here is fairly meh. I'm going to go with another Juggler. Okay, so now things get a little bit more interesting. The Recluse is a good creature. The Mangler is also fine. Grudian, we will undoubtedly be seeing more of those as the draft progresses. The Guildgate could be a good pick in case we want to splash any excuse me, in case we want to splash any Orzhov cards. I am going to go for the Guildgate. Okay, this is on color. This is perfectly acceptable removal. The Scry one is always nice. Scorchmark is also good, and cheaper. I think I like Get the Point better because it is just straight up removal. So, and this is fine also. I'm gonna go with Get the Point. If we end up in a truly aggressive deck, this would be great. And I feel like the pundits have said that Iggy is not so good in a slower deck. I feel like it pulls its weight in most situations. So I feel like the two primary choices here are the Inheritance and the Fiend. I guess we could try with a Goblin Gathering sub-theme, but I'm not feeling it. Let's go with the Inheritance. Alright, the Plaza could be interesting. Imp is a perfectly solid filler card. Consigned to the Pit, more removal. It's very expensive though, so I feel like there's a good chance we'll be seeing more if we want to pick up any. The Blade Brand is an okay trick. I feel like the Imp is probably a good way to go right now. Let's give that a try. Another Juggler. That's getting a little crazy here. Dead Revels is okay. Treason, no thank you. Grudian. Really, it's either another juggler or a Grudian. I'm gonna be greedy and take another juggler. Okay. Thirsting Shade I really don't like. This is very much off color. Is there anything in here in white? I actually like this a little bit better. I'm gonna bring this in just in case we end up in Orzhov, and we can still splash for these. Actually, if we end up in white, I think I prefer him. Excuse me, sorry about this frog in my throat. I think the Guildgate is what we want at this point. Let's go with that. This is better in a deck that has green, of course. Sure, let's take the Pegasus. And there's our Grudian. Footlight Fiend is fine. Feral Maka seems unlikely to make the cut. Wow, there's a nice Rakdos payoff. So that is almost certainly coming in. Let's take a quick look at other things. Trumpeter is a perfectly fine Rakdos cards. Critics is nice also. I think it has to be Judith. And the Fire Wheeler, that's also very solid. Another juggler. This deals 3 damage to any time. I really like the Skewer, but I feel like this is a good card to pick up right now. Yeah, let's do it. Rouseabout is fine. Carnival's an interesting card. I've seen it do really good work. If there were a Skewer, the Critics, or something like that, I would prefer that over the Carnival. But I'm willing to speculate on the Carnival right now. Speculate's not the right word. Experiment might be a better word. Sorry about this cough, folks. I expect it'll clear up soon. Okay. We have a Battle Trick, which is The first strike can be relevant. The scry is nice, but I think I prefer to take a Rouseabout here. Okay. We're not likely to have any counters going at this rate. I could pick this up to fill out the black side, but I think I like the Guildgate a little bit better in case any good white cards come along. How is our curve looking so far? So for splashing white, this is not going to make the cut. This is not worth splashing for. There we go. So these are all playable cards. That's fine, but we're still pretty mana heavy. We need more 1 and 2 drops. Okay, so do I like the Dead Revels better? or another imp. I think another creature is a good thing to do. So we're gonna go for that. There's nothing on color here except for this. The Rakdos Locket or the Plaza. I like the Locket a little bit better. Treason, no thanks. Another Thirsting Shade. I already have 2 Orzhov Guild Gates. Sure, I'll take another one in case, as I say, a sick Orzhov card shows up. The Trumpeter is fine. This is also good. So do we like the Vandal? I'm going to go for the Trumpeter. It's a little bit more aggro, I think. Another Juggler. This is crazy. Sure. Why the heck not? Another Roustabout? I don't mind. I would really love a plague white or two. Nothing in here. Splashable, possibly. Put sideboard in for now. There's really nothing here. Rubble Reading, a Growth Spiral, a Deface. Okay, pack 3 doesn't really bring us any major goodies. This would be fine if we could conceivably splash green, I guess. What else have we got? The Smith Ward. What does this do? I don't even remember. Oh, right. This seems quite pointless. The Spear Spewer. Yeah, I'm not really liking much in this pack at all. Another Imp. We already have 3 Orzhov Guild Gates. That seems like a lot. I'll take another because who knows? I feel like the Rakdos things have dried up. Scorchmark is fine. I think that's probably what we're going to want here. Another Scorchmark, possibly. Cry of the Carnarium. Again, that is not... I don't really like to main deck. This is a strange card. Underseated Embrace. No thank you. I think another Scorchmark. Okay, here were some red cards. Another Scorchmark. So we have the Vandal. How many creatures have we got so far? 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. More creatures will be good. Some expensive removal. I don't know about that. Another Scorchmark. Sure, why not? The Guildmage. Not awful, but not marvelous either. I can deal damage to enable some Spectacle for the Jugglers, so that might be worth doing. The Blade Brand is an okay trick. I think another 2-drop is a good thing to do. Now this is worth splashing white for. Or Skewer the Critics. This is tough. So we can splash pretty easily because I have these 4 guild gates. Which one is more likely? Well, wheeling is not an option at this point. So is it worth having a lot of come into play tapped lands for a 1 splash? I'm thinking not. Let's go with Skewer. Another Scorch Mark. That's crazy. Another Trumpet or another 2-drop. I like the other 2-drop. How are we doing on those? Yeah, I like the other 2-drop. Another Skewer. That's nice. So I'll end up with 3 Scorch Marks, 2 Skewers. That's a lot, and I get the point. Sure, another Skewer is fine. Okay, and here there's really nothing. Excuse me. Sure, I'll take this Shade. Who the heck knows? High-end creature. So as a possible bad finisher. In addition to the Rakdos. Sure. My mouse, it seems to be misbehaving. Okay, let's give that a go. Another Roustabout. I don't think we're going to be playing all that many. The Acrobat. Meh. Seems unlikely, but who knows. Act of Treason, no thank you. I mean, I'll take it, but I'm pretty sure we're not going to play it. The Dodger? Maybe. The fact that it can't be blocked can enable some of the spectacle, so I kind of like it. And the Gathering. And here we are. Okay. So it's a little bit on the slow side. We have 2 1-drops. We have 1, 2, 3 2-drops. So we have 5 creatures that could come into play. That could come into play within the first couple of turns. All right. So we want to lose 5 of these cards. The Locket, I feel like, is not really necessary in this deck. We're going to get rid of these Guild Gates, or the Orzhov Guild Gates. We'll keep the Rakdos Guild Gate. Alright, so we need to drop 4 cards. What shall we select? We have 19 creatures. We can lose a few creatures without getting too concerned. I think 4 Blade Jugglers is an awful lot. 3 Roustabouts is probably more than we really want. I like this as a 2-drop, so we're going to keep that. Carnival. 3 damage. And discard 2. Anybody who's out there, if you have an opinion on Carnival, let me hear it. I feel like it's less useful to us than these others. Let's cut that. We can always add it in if we feel like we need to. I like all the Scorch Marks. I like the Skewer the Critics. The Grudian, I would like to keep. We should really cut 1 more card. Let me check the stats on the deck again. 17 creatures is good. I guess we could drop ill-gotten inheritance, but I think I'd rather keep it. Alternately, keep it at 41. I think it would be more responsible to go to 40. Maybe drop one Scorch Mark. 17 creatures. Maybe the Debtor's Transport, because it's kind of a clunky thing. Let's try dropping one Scorch Mark. We still have 5 removal spells, which is not terrible. If there's anybody out there, I'd love to hear any thoughts you may have. And if not, then let's try our first game and see what may happen. And our London Mulligan rule is now in effect. Yeah, this is fine. We have a 2-drop and a 3-drop. We have both of our colors. This is fine. We'll see how long Judith stays in play, but that's okay. I thought I saw one of my friends out there on the guest list. Quagmire, if you're there and if you're listening, feel free to tell me what you're thinking. I may end up Scorch Marking that guy. Hey Quagmire, good to see you. Yeah, definitely. We need good tires in order to be driving around. So sure, go deal with that. Let's see what he follows up with. It is absolutely important to have good functioning tires. So we could be mana efficient and do this, or we could be mana efficient and do that. He lost a lands drop. He missed a land drop. I think we're simply going to attack and follow up with the Grudian. See if I can't draw out any removal that he may be sandbagging. Next turn I could do Scorch Mark and Trumpeter. think that is looking likely. Okay, so get rid of that. We'll attack with just the Grudian because I would like to preserve this if I can. And if he wants to trade for the Grudian, I'm okay with that. Interesting. Okay. Another mountain would be nice. And if not, then we have other things that we can do in the meantime. The Bazaar of Baghdad is the name of my opponent. Alright, so this is kind of a pain. Gets +2. So let's attack with both of these and see what he does. So what shall it be, Mr. Bazaar of Baghdad? I see you are thinking hard. So I'm a little hesitant to bring out Judith just yet, mostly out of cowardice. I think I'm just afraid that it'll get removed before I can do good work. So do I want to pump this? For an extra 2 of damage? I'm not going to. We'll let this play out, and then I will play Judith next. Death Touch. Okay. And I'll be able to draw a card and ping some target. Probably me. Okay, and let's get Judith going, which would have been smarter to play it pre-combat, but so be it. So I can have him discard a card or ping him. Hey Torian, thank you so much for hosting. And hello to E. Shapiro. Are we having fun? It's debatable. Cult Guild Mage. Am I willing to trade? You know what? Ugh. I'm okay. How did your sealed deck go yesterday, by the way? Five and 3, that's not bad. 7-2. Outstanding. Way to go. What kind of deck was it? Hey, look, I'm very much looking forward to really getting going with it. Ooh, that sounds very cool. Let's send in our Blade Juggler and see what he does. We'll follow up with the Carrion Imp so we can get some early action going. Alright, if he has no tricks, then they'll simply trade and he'll get his flying token. Okay, obviously he just did that for the card draw. Okay, 1 damage to any target, I guess I'll ping him. And let's go with... that's fine. Let's get rid of his Pitiless Pontiff. And do I want to deal damage? I can do that as an instant. That's what we shall do. And he's got 3 cards in his hands. I'm assuming that they're not all lands. So we have more Scorch Marks, we have more Skewer the Critics, so we have some more removal coming up. We're in an okay position here. It looks reasonably solid. Is he really just passing the turn? Okay, good luck with your dinner. Let me know what's on the menu if you have a chance. And I do need all the luck I can get. Carnage. Okay. Interesting, because this is one that I was waffling on. Okay, so I lost my best removal spell. Such is life. Ooh, nice. So let's attack. And here's hoping that our Judith stays intact. Oh, this is going to be weird. Sure, let's do this. I don't like the fact that I have more creatures than he does, but you know what? Let's have some fun. Demon, Devil, or Imp? So what did we just lost? What did we just lose? We lost our Guildmage. Okay, let's see what happens next. Oh, and that's it. All right, so I lost one creature. He kept his. Could be worse. All right, now unless he can do something, then we have lethal next turn. And I could start making him discard. Act of treason. Does he have a sack effect? I can't believe he's running Act of Treason. Is he gonna make me? Is he gonna be able to sack it? That would be very annoying. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's send in our 2 guys. Yeah, this is desperation. And that's it, we got there. Alright, so we're off to a good start here. I am pleased. And we finally... we're still in bronze. This is embarrassing. Let's see, can we make it to silver today? We shall see. Okay. Let's see who else is lurking in here. Charty McGee, good to see you, man. Feel free to share some of your wisdom with me. Okay, I need one red mana source for things to really start happening. The Trumpeter, I think I'm gonna keep. Yeah, it's good to see you, man. How have you been? I would really like the mountain, but we're on the draw, so we'll have an extra chance to pick one up. Enforcer, good for you. Let's get the Trumpeter going, I think, as he is harder to block. And I might be able to get the Juggler going if he does not play a creature. So I'm assuming he will attack. Maybe not, because he knows that he can't block unless he plays another creature. Now there's the other creature. Need that red mana source. There it is. Oh boy. Alright, Skewer the Critics is a source. Oh boy. I feel like I'd like to get rid of his Vandal so we can not get his looting going. The Fiend would be a good blocker for it, though. Alternately, I could just skewer that. I'm gonna go ahead and skewer it. That. I'm going to proceed with attacking and start the racing. And the next turn, I hope I'll be able to get going the Juggler and a Fiend. So let's see. Minimally, I can get the imp going. Right and menace. Okay, that's not too bad. I can deal with that, I think. And we're very close to our showstopper, which is nice. Let's play the imp. Yep. We'll exile his guy. The extra life doesn't hurt. We have no good attacks. Our turn is over. Okay, so our next turn will certainly play a land. And the Footlight Fiend. Well, let's see what we draw, but attacking with the imp is looking pretty promising. In which case we can spectacle out our juggler. I am not going to block anything that he attacks with. Just in case you're curious, my opponent's name is Ash McCloud. I wonder if he's related to Connor McCloud. I could double block, but he'll kill my imp, and I'm not too keen on that. I think attacking is the right thing for him to do. He knows that I can't do any combat tricks, as I am tapped out. Infiltrator, interesting. Another land, that's fine. Okay, so let's send in the imp. Let's spectacle him out. 1, 2, 3. Let's see what we draw. That's not terrible. All right, let's. Should we hold off on the Fiend so I have fewer creatures to worry about with the Showstopper? Let me see. Demon, Devil, or Imp. So he's safe. And he is safe also. Alright, so the Showstopper is looking real good on the next turn. The fact that he's stuck on 4 lands for now is, of course, a point for our team. And he's got his own Footlight Fiend. So his Footlight Fiend is also safe. Cute. If he attacks with the Wrecker, I will double block with my Fiend and the Juggler, and I'll ping his Infiltrator. What shall it be, Mr. McCloud? There can be only one. Okay, for 100 bonus points, can you tell me what recording artist did the music for the movie Highlander? That was the old... Ooh, good for you. Alright, so he's going to... 2 for 1? Whatever. Okay, good for you. Two roustabouts. We're going to attack. Anyway, the answer to our trivia question is Queen. Okay, let's see how this shakes things up. Okay, he lost both of those, although he does get his token, and my trumpeter survives. Nice. Very nice. Okay, I feel like Ash McCloud could use some more lands. On the other hand, he only has 2 cards in his hand. He's been able to cast a reasonable amount of his cards. Another Wrecker. Okay. Let's end in both of our flyers, and we'll play both of our roustabouts. I feel like chump blocking the showstopper would be a smart thing for him. But perhaps he's waiting for something better. Alright, so he needs something big because I have really clear board dominance, yeah. Okay, and we got there. We're at 2-0. Been a long time since I've been this far ahead in a draft. It's a nice feeling. Okay, we keep going. So if anybody out there can explain to me how the new mastery system works, I'd be greatly appreciative. It's not at all clear to me. Here, let's take a quick look. It's not at all clear to me how this really works. How did these progress? I don't understand. All right, well, let's continue, and if anybody can give me an explanation or steer me towards a website that explains it, I would be most appreciative. Alright, so we had good openers last couple games. We got some fortunate draws. Will our good fortune persist? We shall see. Okay, now I need the red mana. Black. Ugh. I need one swamp to make this work. If I were on the play, I would be tempted to keep. Any suggestions, people? I'm tempted to oh, we have the London mulligan. Yeah, so I'm even more tempted now that we have the London Mulligan. Any thoughts on to Mulligan or keep here? Okay, yeah, this is definitely better. We have both of our colors, so we'll keep, and we will lose a scorch mark. Excuse me. Okay. I would have really enjoyed picking up 1 or 2 plague whites for this deck. I don't think we saw any at all. Where were you 2 turns ago? Let's play him first and follow up with the Judith afterwards. Ooh, that's bad. That is definitely bad. Alright, let's attack. Let's bring out our guy. Okay, and Judith next turn seems likely. 2 rhythms? Holy crap. Oh, no, that would have been very sweet. Alright, well, let's get this going and see if we can't race him before we can get anything really going with this. That's pretty scary. Alright, I have a couple of removal spells to hold things off. Okay, that's fine. That'll help. I'm going to get rid of him. I'm going to scry. Scorch Mark is... I'm going to bottom that because it's going to be pointless against all of his rioted creatures. Okay, let's send everybody in. I can probably get 1 creature through, which is all I really need to do, and then skewer. And I think this is going to be a short game. Let's see. Yeah. This looks promising. And that's that. Wow. I was really afraid of those 2 Rhythms of the Wild, but he couldn't make good on them really quickly enough. We made it to silver. Song and dance, please. I'm very pleased. Finally. Can we make it to gold? Who knows? All right. Okay, we have a 2-drop. We have a 3-drop. We might be able to spectacle that in. We have both colors. This is a clear keep. Scorch Mark is fine. fact that he has a slowish start is even better. Lock it. Alright, well, does he have anything big that he can really ramp into? We shall see. Let's attack. Let's play the roustabout. We'll pass the turn. Do people think that the Iggy or the Imp is better on the next turn? I like Iggy better. There are no creatures in the graveyard yet. I think Iggy is the next play on our next turn. Actually, Blade Juggler would have been smarter. Duh. I was too busy thinking ahead. Benfid. Alright, so I can make this a 3/3. That's no help. Alright, we are going to send in the roustabout. And then I think the Blade Juggler. Nope. Scorch Mark. Oh, I can't because it has hexproof. Oh, I forgot about that. Damn. From a graveyard. Lots of choices. I could either do Imp. I could do... that was my cat that I just threw off the bench. The Imp, a little bit of life gain. The Juggler as a guy, or the Inheritance. I like the Juggler, actually. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I forgot about the hexproof on this guy, which is a stupid thing to forget because it has this funky pattern going on here on the game state. Oh boy, not good. All right, so I think the Imp coming out is a good next move. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. I am going to take some damage on the next turn, though. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't even double block him. So, no attacks. And this will cost me 4 if I target this guy. Okay. So this game's going to be a little bit more ticklish. And he still has a fistful of cards. And he's going to tap this guy. Or that guy. Interesting. I'll take 8 and see what happens. One more land, and I could play the Grudian and the Inheritance. Yeah, this is not going well. I can do the Scorch Mark is not going to help me really with anything right now. It'll help to get rid of this, so let's do the Inheritance. It'll slow down the Onslaught a tiny bit. And in the meantime, this turn is going to hurt. He's going to attack with 3 creatures, no doubt. So I will take... Yeah. So, do I want to chump block? I think so. So let's block him. And I'll chump block him, which I'm not crazy about. And I'll take 4. And let's deal 2 to the Chillbringer. If he has a trick, that will be bad. It is. He does. It's bad. Another Trumpeter, not what we wanted. All right, so he has 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in flying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will go to... Alright, I'll play it out, but this is not looking promising at all. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now let's play this guy. Might be able to get some flying tokens to hold him off as chumpers. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, what am I saying? He's got 12 coming at me in the air. No, that's game. I don't know what I was thinking. Uh, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No help there. I could gain 4, he could lose 4. I could play these 3, but then I'm dead in the air. I need, even if I can somehow sack this, I'm gonna take. Yeah, that's game. 6. This will take all I have. That'll bring me to 7. Nope, that's game. Yeah, his flyer is really just overpowered right there. Okay, there goes our win streak, but we're still 3-1. Not too terrible. Let's see how we manage in our next game. So we have a 4-drop, but we have 2 removal spells, and we have all of our colors. Kind of slow. Maybe we'll draw a 1 or 2 drop in the very near future. That would be nice. That wasn't it. Fireblade Artist. I'm gonna whack him. Ooh, another land would be very choice. This is a sorcery. 2 damage to opponent up to 1 target creature. Hello, Morvu. Welcome to our stream. It's a pleasure to see you here. Tell me a tiny bit about yourself. And there's our... So I can deal 2 damage. I think I would prefer... Danish. Okay. I don't think I know anybody from Denmark. I have met some people from Denmark, but I don't think any of my current circle draw and play video games. Very cool. Which one do you like better? Okay, this game is playing out well so far. The fact that he is mana screwed. That's a great answer. That's a really good answer. I like that a lot. Okay, so his creature will go away. I will gain 3 life. I play MTG as much as I can. I've loved the game for many years. I just wish I were better at it. And that's kind of the whole point of this stream. I actively encourage people to come and assist me with my drafting, with my deck building, and with my game playing. Although I've been playing a long time, I feel like I make way too many errors, and my strategic level of thinking is really just not that good. You never know about that. Sometimes, well, first of all, it's a couple things. One is that as a newcomer, you are seeing things more freshly and possibly more clearly. And the other is you may already be a better strategist than I am just because of your native talents. So consider that. Oh, that hurts. That hurts a lot. Alright, well, here's hoping we can draw some more action. That's not bad. How do you get cards in the game version? I'm not sure I understand your question. Do you mean on MTG Arena? How do you get cards? If that is your question. Alright. If that's your question, there are a couple of ways. Is that your question? Okay, so whenever you open a new account, they do seed you with a certain amount of like starter decks, and you can use those to just start playing. And if you involve yourself in the daily quests, you can start earning some in-game currency, gold. You can use those to either purchase packs, or you can use them to enter events like this one. And those events start you off with packs to use. Another possibility is to actually sink money into the system, and that will purchase you either it'll purchase you either gold or gems, and again, you can use those for packs. So back to this game. This is actually going fine because I can ping him a few, 2-3 more times, and then I can ultimate this thing, and that should be game. So this is looking fine. If he gets 1 or 2 big creatures going, though. Well, I'm still at 19. Dagger caster. Ooh, that hurt a lot. The game is kind of expensive. I'll give you that. Not good. So do you play in real life as well, or just on Arena? Really? I'm going to discard my hand. Ah, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate that. That's outstanding. Cancel attacks. I need to hang in there for 2 more turns. Boy, this is rough. This is very bad. Wow. Cinder Vines for the win. I need something big right now. That was not it. He's gonna win this game because of this captive audience. Holy moly. I've only been streaming for a few months. I started at the beginning of April. That's it, that's game. I'm not sure I'll give him a good game because good for you. Wow, he really drew everything he needed. Good for him. So yeah, I started streaming again, mostly to try to get people to assist me with my Magic playing. But I found that it's a truly compelling pastime. Playing this game by myself versus playing it on stream, there's no comparison. The streaming is far more rewarding. Okay, this is a good keeper. One more swamp, we can get this going. It's interesting. We got hurt pretty badly by 2 carnivals that we saw before. Well, it's too late to put carnival in for this game. So which one comes first, the trumpeter or the guild mage? What do you think? I'm gonna go for the guild mage, because if he doesn't play any creatures, then I can ping him for a teeny bit more. On the other hand, the trumpeter is almost certainly likely to get in there, because I'm going to do the trumpeter, I think, because if he does play a creature, then he can probably still get in. Okay, so that's a good comment. I don't know how entertaining I am. I'm certainly not very knowledgeable. But I do my best. So I take it then that you stream as well? And if so, what sort of streams do you do? This is interesting. Auto chess. I used to play chess a lot when I was a kid, but very little these days. This is interesting. If I do this and he blocks with him, yeah, let's send in the trumpeter. Okay, that's fine. Okay, now we play this guy. So he'll get his token, but I still maintain board dominance, so I think I'm okay with this. Chillbringer, that's annoying. Some removal right about now would be nice. Yeah, like that. And let's send him in. Okay, so this game is going okay so far. I live in fear of him playing some great stuff. I'm going to a pre-release event at my local game store this Saturday. I'm very much looking forward to it. Core Set 2020. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. How about yourself? Oh. All right. Alert, that's bad. That's bad. Oh, that's good. Alright, so let's send everybody in. Alright, it's not the end of the world. We'll still ping for one. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to be destroying his courier with this thing. Sack it, indestructible. Oh, you've never been to a pre-release? It's a lot of fun. There are a lot of online articles that can help you out with that. Oh. That was not good. 5, 6. Alright, so let's play both of these creatures. I don't think it matters. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, and he's going to play this again, and unfortunately he can give it vigilance. That's going to be a pain. And I can only make him a 3/3. The high alert is really, that's going to be a thorn in my side. I'm not even sure I can pull this game out. Another messenger. Yeah, that's also bad. No, I don't want to land. I'm going to... okay, so this costs 4, and that costs 4. We're going to send this in. So cancel. I'm going to send him in and try to take out one of those creatures. If he does not block, then I don't know if I will... If he does not block, I think I'm going to do that anyway. And then I can ping him at the end of his turn. Next to damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh. If I had one more land out, then I could do both. I'm going to just let it proceed, and I'm going to have him discard a card. What was that? The shark to crab. Okay, that's good. Yeah, he wants to keep his flyer going, which I totally understand. You know what? I should keep attacking with this guy in order and try to get my 2 tokens. Spirit of the... Ooh, that's not good. That is not good at all. Let's see, 1, 4, 8. Yeesh, this is very bad. That's not what I needed at all. Alright, I'm gonna have to chump block something. This game is not going well. His high alert is really wrecking me. Smart. Very smart. Alright, so I'm gonna have to... Let's see. Oh boy. 5. Oh, right. Just the one? Really? Ah, there you go. Okay, so yeah, those primers are usually pretty good. So I do recommend that you check it out. Really? I am dead on board next turn. Alright, yeah, well, let's just alpha because there's nothing else to do. Okay, you have a lot of good resources there, it looks like. Let's play the Grudian. I can't do anything with this anymore. And high alert for the win. Okay, so I think we're calling it quits here because this has done it for me. Okay, so let's see what we have in the way of packs or what have you. So we won one pack, a few coins or a few gems. So yeah, more of a feel free to join my Discord. Always happy to get more and better chat going in there. Core Set 2020. This is my first pack of any kind in Core Set. So let's see what we have. We have the Diamond Knight, Scholar, some of these guys, and our rare is Leyline of Abundance. Okay. I am going to see if there's anybody here worth raiding. No, none of my colleagues or friends are streaming right now. Okay, so I think that's going to end it. Normally I would stream next on Friday, but it looks like I'll be dealing with holiday weekend stuff. Instead, we're going to push it to Sunday. Pretty sure about that. So that's all I've got for today. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this Ravnica Allegiance draft. I feel like this deck was better than the past couple that we had. So have a great day. Keep on playing, and I very much look forward to seeing you again next time. Okay, thanks again, and take care, everybody.